Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class, we'll try to understand the difference between byte addressable and word addressable memory. The concept of memory hierarchy and what is a memory hierarchy has already been discussed in our previous class. If you haven't watched that video, please watch that video and come back here. And every video in our channel is going to be a part of entire course or a playlist. Our suggestion is to follow the entire course so that you can have better understanding of the concepts. And the link for the playlist is provided in the description below. In this class, we will try to understand about byte addressable and word addressable memory. Before understanding what is byte addressable memory and what is word addressable memory, we will try to understand what is a memory. Memory is a storage device. Apart from that, how that memory is designed, how that memory will be, that visualization we will try to have first, and later we will try to understand about these concepts. A memory unit is divided into equal parts called cells. So the visualization, how we can visualize this concept, this definition is a memory unit is divided into equal parts called cells. Let's assume that this is a memory, and this memory is divided into equal parts called cells. So each cell is divided equally, and this is what we call it as a cell. So this is what we call it as a cell. It may be a main memory, it may be hard disk, it may be cache memory, whatever the memory. Every memory is going to have every memory is equally divided into equal parts called cells. And each cell is uniquely identified by a binary number called address. For example, in this memory, if we are having 16 cells, so what does that mean is this entire memory is having 16 cells, and each cell, so starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, so on 15, we are having 16 cells on this memory. And each cell is uniquely identified by a binary number called address. So this is what we call it as an address. So this is the decimal representation of it. In order to represent 16 different unique numbers, we need 4 bits. So this is the binary representation. So this is the representation by which each cell is uniquely identified. The unique number for this cell is 0000. So the unique number for this cell is 0001. The unique number for this is 0010. Similarly, the unique number for this is 1111. So every cell, the memory is equally divided into cells, and every cell is uniquely identified by a binary number called address. So this is how we can visualize the memory. Okay. So now, what is meant by byte addressable memory and what is meant by word addressable memory? If the data space in the cell is equal to 8 bits and each cell is uniquely identified by the binary number, then that memory is what we call it as byte addressable. So what is a byte? Byte is equal to 8 bits. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Hope you already know this concept. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. And if what is meant by a byte addressable memory is if the data space in the cell, so this is what we call it as data space, this is where the data will get stored. If the database if the data space in this cell is of 8 bits, so every, as we have said, that equally divided, if every cell is having a space to store 8 bits, and if each cell is uniquely identified by a binary number, then that kind of memory is what we call it as byte addressable memory. So here the bytes are addressable. See here, this is the address of this byte, this is the address of this byte, this is the address of this byte. Why it is byte means each cell is having a capacity to store 8 bits, and every cell is provided with a unique address, so it is what we call it as byte addressable memory. Okay, so think of this point once again. So if the cell is having a data space of 8 bits and each cell is uniquely identified by a unique number, so this is what we call it as byte address, and this memory is what we call it as byte addressable memory. Similarly, what is meant by word addressable memory? So the word addressable memory means if the data space in the cell is equal to word length of the CPU. So based upon the word length of the CPU, if the data space is capable of storing the word length of the CPU and each cell is uniquely identified by a binary number, then that memory is what we call it as a word addressable memory. If the data space, let's see this. This is our memory and these are cells, and each cell is capable of storing a word length of the CPU. What is meant by word length? A word is a natural unit of data in which information is stored, transmitted or operated. So a word is the natural unit of data, So every CPU is having its own word capacity. Its own word means, for example, if you want to download an application and install that application onto our computer, what it is going to ask? Think of it. Whenever we want to download an application, for example, if you want to download Chrome, what it will ask is whether your computer is a 64-bit computer or 32-bit computer. So what it will do is, for example, if you want to load an operating system onto the computer, it will ask whether your computer is 32-bit or 64-bit. So what it means is that is the word size, that is the size of this address space, where the information by which, that is the space, that is the size of that memory cell in which the information is stored. So the information is stored, transmitted or operated. So that is what we call it as a word. And if each and every cell is addressable, if each and every cell is uniquely identified, for example, if it is 32-bit memory, so which means that every cell is capable of storing 32 bits. And if, for example, if you are having 16 cells numbered from 0 to 15, so if we can provide uniquely, every memory cell can be uniquely identified by a number with 4 bits, 00 to 111. So this is what we call it as word addressable memory. Why words are used? Why words, 32-bit word, 64-bit word, why these words are used is, for example, if the memory or the computer is operating with 8 bits, what is the maximum integer that is possible? It is 256. And similarly, if you increase the bit size, for example, if the computer is working with 16 bits, the integer number upon which the operations can be performed is going to increase. Similarly, if you take 32 bits, what is the size of the integer? What is the largest possible integer? On 32-bit computer, it is going to be very big. Similarly, 64 bits, the integer that is possible. So in order to perform arithmetic operations or logical operations on bigger size integers or numbers, if the bit sizes is more, if the word size is more, we can perform calculations on a bigger numbers. For example, if you want to store an ASCII code of A, alphabet A, if you want to store an alphabet capital A onto this memory, it is going to take only 8 bits, but the remaining 24 bits are stored with zeros. So this is what we call it as a word. And if such kind of memory, a data space of the memory which is addressable, then that is what we call it as a word addressable memory unit. Okay, so this is the difference between a byte addressable memory and the word addressable memory. Hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding this concept, please post your doubt in the comment section below. And if you feel that this video is helpful to you, please give us a like symbol and please share this video with your friends so that they will also get benefited. Thanks for watching.